Hey guys, Empire Clutch here. In today's review, we're going to take a look at the new Turbo Tank or Republic Juggernaut. This is going to be set 75413 and it's going to contain 813 pieces. Looking at the box, we can see the Turbo Tank on some kind of rocky planet. I'm not sure what planet this is. We see the Galactic Marines and Mundi Bakara fighting some droids. I mean, the box art is pretty sweet. I think it looks amazing, the box art. You can say what you will about the turbo tank, but box art wise, this is cool as frick. On the back of the box, you got the turbo tank with some open interior. You also got some cutouts of some of the play features of this set and another scene of the battle on that rocky planet. Cutting into the box real quick. Inside the box, you're going to have a small manual because this is a small set. You're also going to find a fairly large sticker sheet for the size of the set. Only 6 numbered bags and an extra bag with some brown pieces for the wheels. Here we have it, the finished turbo tank. First glance, it looks alright. I mean, until you start touching it, it looks alright. This part kept falling apart while building it. But just look-wise, I think it looks good. I think the figures look good. But yeah, let's take a more in-depth look at the minifigs. Starting off with Mundi, they brought back the headpiece we've seen before. I mean, it is literally perfect. Why change it? He has a nice face print. He also has a nice torso print. I really like the belt design, and the leg printing is also fire on this minifig. Sadly, no arm printing. I think the back printing is very good on this minifigure. I really like the hood that you can see on the back. His headpiece is also very nice. Moving on to Commander Bakara. Where do I start? Let's start from the top. His helmet is a little choppy, he does look like a chipmunk. But other than that, I think his helmet is very nicely made. I think Lego did a good job, even though it looks a little bit choppy. His torso print is also nice, I don't see any flaws there. I wish he had some arm printing though. And then we get to the legs, where I wish he had a cloth waist cape. But sadly Lego don't do those anymore, and it is sadly a printed one. It looks alright for what it is, but I really do wish they brought back the cloth pieces, especially in a $160 set. The back printing is nice on this minifigure, I don't really have any complaints here, it looks good. Finally, we have Galactic Marines. Sadly, they are not as good as you could probably want them to be. Let's start off with the helmet again. It should have had green eyes. But other than that, I think the helmet is very nice. I like that Lego did a custom mold. I could see Lego just reuse the Snow Trooper mold for the Galactic Marines and just recolor it. The torso print is also nice in my opinion. I don't really see that many flaws here. I think it looks great. Sadly, again, no arm printing. $160 set should have had a little bit of arm printing, but that's just nitpicking. The legs has the same issue as Commander Bakara. The printed waist cape is just not good enough in a $160 overpriced Lego set. But other than the small issues I just mentioned, I think this is still a great minifig. You do also get free Galactic Marines in this set. He also comes with a brick-built backpack. I wish Lego just brought back the old backpack molds instead of this. Like, this doesn't look good at all. This is actually so disgusting looking, I don't even know what to say. I really like this back painting, I think it looks good. We also get free B1 battle droids. These are just the normal B1 battle droids we've seen for years and years and years. These cost Lego pennies. We should have gotten 3 more Galactic Marines instead of these battle droids. But sadly we don't, and we gotta live with that. Alright, putting the minifigs to the side, let's take a look at the build real quick. First thing you notice is that it is a small set. Just look at it compared to the 2016 Turbo Tank, which is also considered a very small Lego set already. This one is already tinier than that. That's not a great start for this Turbo Tank. One thing I did notice looking these side by side is that the new Turbo Tank doesn't have any cannons down here at the bottom. I don't know if this is accurate to this version of the Turbo Tank, but it does look weird compared to this one. Let's start from the back and move our way up. We have a few stickers here in the back. This one doesn't have any real gray, so this one matches very well, but these one, the gray doesn't match that well with the brick color. But this is just an issue with a lot of modern day Lego Star Wars. We actually have windows this time you can see through instead of it just being tiles on the outside of the grey bricks or just sticker sheets on some models. We also have a cannon up here with a stud shooter. I think this is a nice play feature. You can actually take a Galactic Marine and put him in here so he mans the cannon. The details are nice. I really like this. This is part of the suspension system on the wheels. We'll take a more in-depth look at the wheels in just a second, but yeah. We actually do have some cannons in the back like we don't have in the front. They are kind of small, but they are in scale with the already tiny turbo tank, so I mean, that is good looking, I guess. Let's take a look at the wheels real quick. The wheels have this sand blue, which is accurate to some source material pictures, so I'll let Lego slide for that. And the way these wheels look brick built is actually more accurate than the older versions with the one big piece wheel. So points for Lego for being more accurate in that aspect. It also has some decent greebling detail here on the sides. I really like the way they use the wand pieces for this. They can fall out if you are really rough with it, but other than that, I think they look nice in there. The stud shooters here should be up here instead of down here. I guess you can modify it so they are up here, but like, they should just be up here in the first place. You can just switch this panel with these panels and have it up here instead, but I review the set as they come, not as I want them to be. Moving to the front, we have another big sticker. I don't think this sticker is that bad compared to some of the other ones we've seen on the back. We also have again that see-through cockpit with the translucent blue. I think that looks good. And then we have some more sand color, and I don't know if this is accurate at all to how it's supposed to look, but it is here and there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it does look good in my opinion. I feel like this looks fine. If the wheels were in sand blue, this would look more out of place, but with the wheels looking sand blue, I think this is a fine detail, I guess. We also have a lookout post that's just connected by this Technic beam. You can just move it up and down. You can accidentally pull it out, but it is much better than on the older versions. I think this is the best way to do it. Even though it does come out, just don't pull it all the way, I guess. But yeah, the design of the part where the minifigs themselves are is kind of bad. I don't think this looks good at all, especially with the minifigs standing there. I think it just looks too tiny. We also got a little like this cannon up here. I think this one actually looks pretty good. I think this is definitely one of the better designs they have done. One thing I will mention with that cannon back here, if you don't have a minifig here, you can see directly into the back cockpit of the set, and I think that is terrible. Let's take a look at the interior. To access the bag, you just lift this up. You can open these a little bit more. This is the fullest you can open it. I wish you could turn this down, but you can't. It's connected by studs. Inside you have a sticker control panel and one seat for one minifigure. That's all the space you get. You can also access this middle part here by opening up here and the top one. There's nothing in here, but I guess you can put a fig in here if you really want to. Let's access the main interior. You just pull this down. It is connected by this one connection up here. It doesn't open more than this, and you can see there is space for a few minifigs inside. You have a seat in the middle and then 4 seats where the minifigs can sit and a place for their weapons. If you have trouble getting your fingers in there to store the guns, you can just pull off the top here and you will have better access. You can fit every fig in here, with Mundi sitting in the middle, the 3 Galactic Marines and Commander Bakara, but then you don't have anyone to drive it or anyone to man the back or the turret on top or the outlook post. I wish they included more clones instead of the battle droids. That would have been more value for your money, but sadly they did not, so you have to buy 2 turbo tanks to fill out 1 turbo tank. W Lego. To access the cockpit, you have to take this up all the way so you can open this up. Inside you have a sticker control panel and a seat for 1 trooper. Again, this can be folded down because it's connected by studs. I know you've probably already seen and heard about the stability of this set, but I already experienced it during the building of it. It was already falling apart while I was building it. So let's actually test the stability. Is it as bad as people say? A wheel fell off, but it looks like the rest of the set is sturdy. It hasn't fallen apart yet, other than the wheel. Like, the wheel is the only thing that's fallen off. So would I recommend you go out and buy this set? No. I mean, if you don't have any of the old turbo tanks and you can find this for a good price, then yes. But if you have any of the old turbo tanks, then please save your money, don't buy this. But if you do have an old turbo tank but you still want the minifigs included, go on Bricklink, Facebook Marketplace, eBay and buy the figs separately. Don't waste your money on the build itself if you already have a turbo tank. I only bought this to review and because of the figs. If I didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't have bought this. That's just how it is. But yeah, don't spend your money on it. Or if you spend your money on it, get it for a good price. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, please leave a like. Comment down below what you think of this turbo tank. And as always, see you next time. Peace.